Hello YouTube, hope you are doing well. Today I'm here to install a bigger pinion on the ZD Racing BX12 buggy, alright? I'll go through the whole process. Some beginners know how to properly do it, properly do the gear mesh. I will also install a 25mm fan to keep the motor cool, a speedrun, some bashing, and of course some jumps. You don't want to miss that, right? You already seen the performance of this buggy. If you want to get one, don't forget to use my link. I will have also down there coupon codes just for you. Go grab them. Alright, let's get into it. I'm gonna install a 25mm fan. It's not this one, it's this one. 25mm fan that I'm gonna connect on the receiver. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the receiver. And I'm gonna change the pinion gear for the speed pinion. Alright, to remove that you have to remove the side cover, which is 1, 2, 3 screws, and this last screw here for the pinion gear cover. After that you remove this top one here for the pinion cover, and we will remove these two for the motor mount so we can slide the motor out. Oh, and to remove the receiver box there are two screws here. We'll remove those and we pull it to the side. Alright, now we can push the receiver box. Yeah, and we have several free plugs to connect a fan. Very nice. So fan is installed. As you can see, it's working. It's connected to the turn channel on the receiver. I'm just gonna attach it to the heat sink using screws. So the fan is held in place by M3 by 14 to 15mm long screws. I believe even the 12mm probably will work, but that's the ones I have. It's pretty firm, so should work very well. Alright, now let's go for the pinion. Now we go for this one. You remove the cover. And now for the motor mount. Remember that these screws have washers, don't lose them. And now we should be able to just remove the motor. Have to disconnect the bullets. I'm gonna take the measurement of the bullet so you know if you wanna get another motor. 3.5mm bullets. Alright, now we can just pull the motor out like that. We'll remove this completely. So to get to the grub screw, we'll need to remove the motor holding screws. Yeah, didn't need no heat, just steady pressure, pushing the driver in and steady force, rotating it. Now the grub screw is gonna be a different story. I'm gonna use the soldering iron first and let it heat for some minutes, maybe 1 minute or 2, to try and burn the thread lock, and then I will try. So the soldering iron did the trick. You just have to use a pointy tip. You put it inside the screw for like 1 minute. You can feel the heat going through the metal parts of the motor. Alright, when you feel it's warm, you go and you remove the grub screw. Now you have to check the position of the pinion in relation to the spur. Alright, so the position is like so. A small dot, a blue thread lock. Don't put too much force because you will run the head. For me, it's good enough. To adjust the mesh, should rock a little bit, just like this. If we push it completely in, you see, it doesn't make no sound. And for a person who doesn't know how to mesh the gears, maybe they think this is great because don't make no sound, but that's too tight. You'll have to leave some backlash on the gears so they rock a little bit back and forth. When we are making the meshes, I cannot see what is happening in there, This time I'm gonna use a little bit of paper, alright? Just to put in between the gears to help make the space. Alright, now we put in mounting screws. Don't forget a little bit of thread lock, blue. I don't want the mesh too tight, so you push it once against each other, but don't make lots of pressure, just enough. And when we are doing this gear mesh, you don't think you're gonna do it right the first time. You test it. So I'm confident that the mesh is not too tight and not too loose, because we use the paper, so it can't be too loose. But with the paper method, you can for sure make it too tight. That's why I didn't make too much pressure. But when it does this rocking sound, normally you have the perfect mesh. So I think I got it right the first time. Tighten this, don't over tighten anything, alright? You can always tighten a little bit more if it comes loose, shouldn't. Now after you install this blue thread lock on these pieces, you should wait around 24 hours for the glue to cure, alright? I don't have that time. I will have to go and run it today. Hopefully everything stays in place. But everything seems to be great, so this is the process to change the pinion. It's not that hard, just have to be patient. Don't rush it, alright? That's the main thing. Ooh. Oh my god. I think it's too fast. But we'll see. I didn't have the courage to put it full throttle. So this is a monster. Let's try it. So out here to do the speed pinion run with the BX12. I didn't let the screw glue to dry enough, but for a speed run should work. So let's do it. Ooh, it's pretty fast. Let's check the speed. Yeah, 83.1. So 8 kilometers more. Crazy fast, basically. Yeah, now it's much faster. So now this one just break the record for my fastest RC car, because it was the Terminator with 81.4 kilometers, and this one, I don't remember how much it was, 83 or something. So it's faster, but it's also lighter. But that doesn't count here. I'm talking about the fastest. And this one is now the fastest RC I have.
Uy. Ya.
So that's it. We did the spin pinion. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. It does help my channel, alright? Thanks very much for your company, your support. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.